Between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yellow, 180. Take left. 40, check, 40.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 52. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cole Beasley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from the season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Henry running right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
20. 57. Mike, 57.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's got a man, complete. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it complete. It's Henry. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To the air again, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Corey Littleton just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Here's Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Here's Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. A first down carry for Henry. And some space here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey! Check. Gun. Press down. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Ready? 780. 56. I got it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Ready? 788. 6 right there, 56. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. He's checking, he's anyway. Crash. Check. Lucky.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, come on. Go now. 51 the mic. Bring it. Check.
Henry stays on his feet. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, keep it up. Check three. Gun.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get...
And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
52's the mark, boy, 52. Watch the out. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll run with Michel. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Panthers' 29-yard line.
Line. I'm going line. Hey, watch the leg. Watch 52. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
They They fake the give. Now Mahomes going for it all. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cole Beasley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Everybody scoot up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
And Newton's going to keep it.
Cam Newton is one of the most athletic, most unique quarterbacks we've ever seen. And his athleticism doesn't just show up when he's flipping over guys. It shows up even on plays as simple as quarterback sneaks.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Newton now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Newton now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 17-14. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Carolina. 67 yards on the ground. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field, but the best ones in the game are the complete.
And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Derrick Henry. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Michel. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Michel. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
56. You don't know no better. Watch twins. Watch twins. Check three.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Gun. Watch the run. Watch the run. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Now Newton. And it's caught by Parker. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Newton now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll run it again with Henry. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Newton to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Anthony came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the 50, Newton. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry, 34 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This will be fielded at the 8. Nifty move. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something
somewhere
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, Michelle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Flushed out right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Yellow, arms up, little lady. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
On second down, Michelle. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Shift.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that's complete to Lewis. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Double dog. That's the way.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle, about 3 yards there to the 27.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Oh, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Third and long, it's Newton. steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Returnable for Lockett. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. From the gun, they run with Michelle. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to win the football game.
Right there, 56. Watch the pass. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Switch. Watch the shit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Come on, QB, come on. Kill.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments.